For thousands of years, smallholder farmers have selected seeds and developed crop varieties that are adapted to their local conditions. It is vitally important that this rich diversity continues to benefit farmers, men and women throughout the world.
Tenemos diversos colores, tenemos 9 razas aquí.
Around here, where the cooperative works, we have 9 maize varieties, all with different colors. They are adapted to our microclimate. That diversity is our wealth, because maize is our life.
Que somos hombres de maíz. Por ejemplo, un maíz rojo.
For example, the red maize is used when an engagement is made. When a family goes to ask for the bride's hand in marriage, they take a red maize ear, because it means a compact of blood. So that's why it is conserved. It is part of our culture and part of our inheritance too.
Es parte de nuestra cultura y viene como herencia también.
Women play a vital role in nurturing seed, social networks, and local traditions.
It is very important to organize ourselves because we cultivate our seeds. As women, we need to empower ourselves over our rights and our seeds, because we know very well that we survive because of our seeds.
In the breathtaking western highlands of Guatemala, farmers give great value to their crop seeds. Various initiatives are protecting the farmers' rights to seed.
We farmers, men and women, have the right to sell our seeds and to conserve and exchange them. If they would forbid us from marketing or selling our potato seed, this would simply end our lives, because that is what we depend on.
The diversity of varieties developed by farmers and the richness of local farmers' knowledge have always been the basis for developing new varieties. This diversity has also helped to adapt our agriculture to the changing climate and changing needs of our society. In the end, women will decide if the variety meets the family's food needs or not. Therefore, men and women must equally take part in developing new varieties.
Bueno, la agroecología es una ciencia que combina el conocimiento de
For centuries, we farmers have passed our knowledge and customs down from one generation to the next. Nowadays, community radio stations can help to share our knowledge, reaching out to rural women in particular.
Ese conocimiento generalmente se ha ignorado en los círculos académicos y se ha tratado generalmente como despectivamente, como el producto de la ignorancia.
La importancia de los derechos de los agricultores en las radios.
Community radio stations are important to promote the rights of farmers, to promote our native seeds so that we all conserve and cultivate our native seeds. Local radio stations are important because they broadcast in our native languages.
Programas a nuestros idiomas como
Another way to protect and share our traditional knowledge is by developing cookbooks that show how we make special dishes with our local crop varieties. By sharing our knowledge, we women can keep future generations interested in our traditional varieties and recipes. Here at the annual Agrobiodiversity Fair in Huehuetenango, hundreds of farmers coming from far away eagerly collect the cookbook. Apart from conserving and exchanging our knowledge, we also have the right to share and sell our own seed. Seed fairs enable us to trade the seed and planting materials from our farm. Apart from maize, pulses, potatoes, and vegetables, at seed fairs we can also exchange materials and knowledge on fruit, timber, and medicinal plants.
There are potato varieties that farmers have lost. At seed fairs, farmers exchange them and get them back. Those varieties have suitable characteristics for changing weather conditions. Some materials resist frost better, others resist drought, and that is the important thing of these fairs.
While growing local varieties on our farms is the best way to keep varieties alive, community seed banks offer extra security to conserve our rich diversity. Seed banks safely store farmers' seed so you will have access to good seed whenever needed.
We are happy to have the seed bank. Before we did not know where to keep our seed. We kept our seed in rag bags or in a cooking pot. But right now, we have our seed bank. Without the seed bank, we would lose our seed because weevils would get into our seed.
In case of emergency, the seed bank also has seed available to share with other communities, as explained by Feliciano Perez, manager of the seed bank in Climentoro.
Well, for example, when the hurricanes hit us last year here in San Juan de Atitan, the people were left without seeds. Here in the community seed bank, we have 800 kilograms of seed for emergencies. An organization came to the bank and we coordinated the work. We gave them the seed.
Community seed banks regrow their seed every 3 to 4 years to keep the varieties alive and to multiply and distribute the seed. By growing each batch of seed in 3 different places and evaluating how the varieties perform, farmer organizations collect a lot of useful information.
We are doing some tests right now to identify which seed adapts, and we keep getting our seed back. We invite more women to get to know how we work in the seed bank.
National institutes also conserve plant genetic resources in cold storage. In these gene banks, seed can be kept alive for up to 10 years. But farmers need to approve first that seed can be collected from their fields, as explained by the manager of the National Gene Bank.
It is important for the farmer to give us their consent to keep their seed, trusting that whenever they lose their seed and require seed, we will provide it. What we need is for them to trust us to protect their seed here under these conditions.
Community seed banks and national gene banks help to ensure food security for our country and for the entire world. So, as we have seen from Guatemala, farmers' rights to seed are essential to conserve crop diversity and local cultures. Both men and women need to be involved in developing new crop varieties. To help keep the knowledge of our local varieties alive, we can share it through films like this, through community radio stations, and in cookbooks. Seed fairs offer great opportunities to exchange and sell seed and planting material from our farm. By storing seed in community seed banks, we can protect it from getting damaged by weevils or getting lost through natural disaster. National gene banks help store our seed for the longer term. When researchers have collected seed from your farm, you can get it back at any time in the future. We all have a responsibility to conserve the richness of our cultural and agricultural diversity.
My message
to other indigenous women like me is that we should all preserve our seeds, take care of them, plant them, and not lose them. We women are intelligent and important. We make a difference in everything we do. Let rural women around the world know that there are many of us, that we need to keep working, move forward, and show the world our capabilities. Let us dream high, because if we dream big, we can achieve many things.